There was once a peaceful little town called Willowbrook, where houses wore flower boxes like smiles, and children's laughter bounced off the sidewalks. People from different places had slowly moved into this cozy town over the years, but most still looked and spoke the same. In a sunny neighborhood on Maple Street, 5 kids were the best of friends: Olivia, Emma, Amelia, Liam, and Oliver. They played tag in the yards, shared ice cream from Mr. Tim's truck, and rode bikes until the street lamps flickered on. But everything changed when a new family moved into the blue house at the corner. Her name was Neha. She was a black girl with deep brown skin that glowed like polished wood, hair in beautiful braids tied with yellow ribbons, and eyes full of curiosity. But Neha didn't speak much English. Her family had just come from another country, and she was shy, quiet, and unsure. The first time she tried to say hello, Olivia giggled and whispered, "She talks funny." Amelia laughed too. Liam and Oliver started calling her names behind her back. Emma said nothing, but didn't stop them either. They wouldn't let Neha play with them. They mimicked her accent. They told her to go back where she came from. Every day, Neha walked home with her head down and tears in her eyes. She didn't understand all their words, but she felt them, and they hurt. One afternoon, as the kids were drawing with chalk on the pavement, Old Man Henry, who lived across the street, was watching quietly from his porch. Henry was over 70, with silver hair, kind eyes, and a walking cane carved with animal shapes. He didn't speak much, but everyone knew him. That day, he walked over slowly and looked down at the children's drawings. "Beautiful colors," he said. "Thanks," said Emma. Henry picked up the chalk, black, red, white, yellow, brown, green, blue, and held them in his hand. "You know," he said gently, "when I was a boy, I tried to draw with only one color. It didn't work. The sky couldn't be blue, the sun couldn't shine, and people looked like ghosts. It was boring, lifeless." He pointed to Neha, who was standing far off near her porch. "But the world is made of many colors, just like people, and each one adds beauty to the picture." The children were quiet. Then Henry looked at them, not angry, but with deep sadness in his eyes. When you laugh at someone because they're different, their skin, their voice, the way they speak, you're erasing part of the picture. You're making the world smaller. Liam looked at the chalk in his hand. Olivia stared at the sidewalk. Emma's eyes filled with tears. Amelia whispered, "We didn't mean to hurt her." Henry smiled softly. "Then show her. Make her feel welcome. You still can." That evening, 5 kids knocked on Neha's door. They had a box of chalk, a flower crown made from daisies, and a card that said, "We're sorry. We want to be your friends." Neha looked at them, confused, until Olivia said clearly, slowly, "Friends?" Neha smiled the biggest, brightest smile they had ever seen and nodded. That night, they all drew together on the sidewalk. Neha drew a rainbow, a house from her homeland, and even wrote her name in her own language. She taught them how to say hello in her native tongue. They taught her English words with laughter and patience. And slowly, the sidewalk filled with every color of the world side by side. From that day on, Neha became a part of their group. Not because she changed, but because they did. They learned that beauty comes in every color. That language is not a wall, but a bridge waiting to be built. And that the world becomes more beautiful, not when we all look the same, but when we accept, love, and learn from each other.